Hi, this is Eric Turnipseed, the Director of Channel Sales for RedHorse Systems. In this brief video, we're going to look at importing data from Microsoft Excel into RedHorse. So as an example, I have a spreadsheet here that has quite a few columns and rows in it. It's a database with some emails and phone numbers. Now, this may or may not be exactly what I want in terms of data to import. I do have some fields. You might have to create some custom fields to capture this total sales information. For instance, these phone numbers, we have a couple of phone numbers here, but let's say that we want to identify that this is the business line and this is the fax line. We would probably need to do that outside of RedHorse before we bring it in. So we would put probably phone 1 extension here, and then put in business, and then just copy that down throughout the spreadsheet. And we do the same thing for the fax. We would insert a column for probably phone 2 extension and call this business fax. So you may need to do some manipulation of your data before you bring it in to RedHorse. So I'm going to save that. And this is called the food distribution Excel file. So I'm going to close out of my file because you can't have it open when you're importing. And now in RedHorse, I can go into the Edit Admin Tools and go to Settings, Contact Management, Import Contacts from Excel. So I'd point to that file I just had open. RedHorse is going to read that Excel spreadsheet in and do some mapping for me if it recognizes the fields. So when you're doing an import, you can import into the account table, the contact table, or both. So like an address field, I might want to import into both. So I would pick contact and account, and then you can import standard fields, address fields, websites. You have up to 4 phone numbers you can import at one time. You can do up to 4 detailed records at one time. So I'm going to go and pick standard, well, and this is an address field, so I'd pick address and pick address 1. Come over here, I'm going to go to account, contact and account, address, city, contact and account, address, zip, state, and zip. Now I have some telephone numbers, and you can see the columns that I added are right here. So now I can say I want to bring this into the contact record. It's going to be phone 1. This will be the actual phone number. And then in my extension field, phone 1 extension. And then I would do the same thing with the fax. Point to phone 2 phone number, and then phone 2 extension. And then I have some email accounts. I can bring that into the contact record under their standard field. Well, actually, that's going to be under email 1, email address. I can bring in their website. Right here under the website, and I can continue to map my fields. Now if I spent a lot of time in here, I probably would want to save this work, so we'll just call this names and save this profile. So if I had to go back out into Excel and make some other changes to the data structure, I could come back in here and load this field mapping. I wouldn't have to go through all of those field mappings all over again. Now, down here in the options palette, I have the ability to make some choices as to what happens when a duplicate is found. I can say do not import. I can say match without updating. I can say update matching record, which is probably going to be your best option. Or you could have it create a duplicate record if you so chose. You also have the ability to assign a lead source to this particular list of people that you're importing in. This is looking at the marketing campaign features of RedHorse. so you can attach this to a campaign. I can also create a group on the fly, so I can either pick from an existing group or I can type in the name of a new group that I would like to have. And now when I click import, RedHorse is going to do all the heavy lifting for me, bring in all these contact records, match them up with the existing records, update ones that it finds. It's going to automatically assign a lead source to the RedHorse Systems marketing campaign and put them in a group. So that's a quick overview of importing Excel data into RedHorse CRM. Thank you.